EU regulators have agreed on new rules that would curb the financial anonymity integral to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Machon, a former MI5 intelligence officer, is among those who have criticized Brussels for the crackdown on the most fundamental feature of the cryptocurrencies. Mrs. Machon attacked the EU for trying to construe Bitcoin as a currency used only by money launderers, terrorists, and paedophiles. She told RT that these proposals laid out this week were not surprising, given that Bitcoin threatens the big banks and big businesses that hold influence in Brussels. Getty EU regulators have agreed on new rules that would curb the financial anonymity. She said it is inevitable if we have something that decentralizes the money supply and threatens the business model of the banks, that's going to be pushed back against it. Any crackdown on our rights of privacy on the internet always has an excuse that it is trying to stop money laundering or trying to stop terrorism or pedophiles or whatever. The vast majority of users of Bitcoin are doing it legitimately, they just have a legitimate concern to uphold the right to privacy as well. Criminals use Bitcoin, but criminals already use banks. So many banks have been caught out money laundering on vast scales, particularly in the drug trade. Perhaps we should say that the EU should close down our banks too. European Union Justice Commissioner Vera Jourova praised the clampdown earlier this week. Today's agreement will bring more transparency to improve the prevention of money laundering and to cut off terrorist financing. She claimed that the measures will be part of a wider drive to tackle tax evasion. Getty's debate over the future of the cybercurrency comes amid a plunge in value for Bitcoin. Monday, December 11, 2017, JP Morgan Chase head Jamie Dimon is one of Bitcoin's harshest critics. Anything that threatens the business model of the banks, there's going to be pushback against it. Machon. However, Julian Assange joined Mrs. Machon in hitting out at the EU's excuses for the crackdown. In reference to the grassroots movement against big banks after the 2008 financial crash, he said Bitcoin is the real Occupy Wall Street. The debate over the future of the cybercurrency comes amid a plunge in value for Bitcoin, dropping 36% in just 5 days. It comes after a troubled week in which a cryptocurrency exchange went bust in South Korea following a cyber attack. However, U.S. regulators approved futures trading in Bitcoin earlier this month, with Goldman Sachs reportedly gearing up to enter the market.